Hello, y'all. I'm back. It's 9:32 a.m. in the morning. So, how y'all doing? So I think that the video that I did yesterday afternoon, I don't know if a lot of people were mad at me or narcissistically didn't approve of my video, because I had nearly 200 views, but only 2 thumbs up. But then I had 3, but the stalkers kept giving a like, taking it away, taking it away repeatedly, So, and they were manipulating the viewer numbers on my other videos. So, I mean, that got me emotionally down, made me feel really bad, But other professed targeted individuals will understand where I'm coming from. If you're a real targeted individual that's supportive, how, I mean, for people to be like, well, it's a public space. Well, they have people that make complaints about me about doing this and saying that in public, and you still try to stop or wrongfully punish me. So, if everybody else can do whatever the hell they want because it's the public, where's my rights? So, yeah. So I had a healthy dinner last night. I had to pay $20 for it,
How'd you get here?
For
You went
some fish, mixed vegetables, and rice, and broccoli. But if I would have got fried fish, French fries, hush puppies, and crab meat salad, it would have been $14 plus tax rather than $20. And my stomach was cramping. It was hurting yesterday. So that's why I went to try to eat, the healthier meal, because I figured that it would have made the cramps worse if I would have ate the the fried fish and stuff like that, But this morning, and I had a teeny little bit of dessert yesterday. But this morning I had the last 2 granola bars and a little bit of these sweet potato chips. And I had the best Vietnamese sandwich that I ever had in my entire life. It was like a chicken sandwich with vegetables on it, and it had some lemongrass on it. So, I wanted to live stream last night, but I was too tired. I made attempts to try to sleep, and then at 3 o'clock, it just rained. 3 o'clock this morning, it rained without warning. when I was sitting by the bench. And then by the time I got to the by the aquarium, it stopped. But if I would have gone back by the bench, it would try to rain again and playing games and stuff. You know. So I just continued to walk towards by the bus stop and I didn't go back to the bench. I continued to walk towards by the bus stop, and I had to pee for so many hours. Excuse me, and forced to hold my urine in, and didn't get to pee until after 8:15 this morning. Or about 8:15 this morning. While menstruating. So, yeah, I'm telling TMI, you stalkers got me out here in this freaking situation. But, yeah, my anxiety is really high right now. So, last night, immediately after I did the quick little video about the bottle of water being on the bench that I sit at, immediately after, they had a perp on a bike that had an orange backpack that looked like an older version of mine, or my new backpack. It looked like an older, raggedy version of mine. And immediately after I shut the video off, he bumped into me and kept going. Excuse me, you know. And yeah, so I sat at by the bus stop from like about 3:54 a.m. this morning, all the way till the time the bus came at approximately 7:30. And last night they had this lady that when I told her, you know, about the court situation this coming week. You know what? Excuse me, I got things mixed up. I think that the arraignment from the May 9th arrest, that one is on Monday, August 11th. But then, you know, and then on the 13th, Wednesday, is the supposed trial for the January 9th wrongful arrest. Both of those times being illegally swatted. So, yeah, instead of the lady, you know, offering me consolation and support and saying that that's messed up that they did that to you, or saying that I hope they drop the charges and I'm gonna be praying for you. No, instead she triggered I was upset all night long because she narcissistically lectured me, dishing out unsolicited advice, telling me that I better not go up in the court losing my temper and cursing and stuff. I said, well, I have Tourette's. And she's like, oh yeah, I understand, because I get mad too, and I have moments when I can, a couple of times at my job I got a little upset and exploded and went off. I'm like, but you don't have Tourette's like I do. It's not a normal just getting upset. And like, they be the type to trigger my Tourette's on purpose. I mean, she triggered me in a way that I was damn near about to have an outburst towards her. And I'm like, you ain't no kind of friend. So, me having unwanted intrusive thoughts about that, it's like they try to make me out to be the bad person, saying stuff like, oh, don't you go up in that courtroom and oh, you go in that courtroom and you do this, you go in that courtroom and you dress this way, or you respect the judge, or you do this, you do that, you better act this way, you better act that way. I'm not even supposed to be in this predicament. I'm being forced against my will to have to go to court for something that I didn't do, and then getting wrongful punishment, and also won't even get compensated or anything like that, and I don't have a right to feel angry. How come my anger doesn't deserve to be justified? Why don't I have a right to be sick and tired? So, I wanted to explain something else. It's like, I really can't believe that someone in their 60s would troll, stalk, and harass someone, and be coercive with trying to control somebody you don't know. But you think you know me by stalking me. And Star Bricker, throughout the years, she had been having hopes that I would commit suicide. She follows through with the gang stalking program, with trying to do things, rubbing her hands together, hoping that I would go and commit suicide. And, and then she will find other ways to destroy me when those tactics have not worked. So, I write my ebooks how I want. And why don't people respect me having my right to write what I want and how I want? Or express myself how I want? So people act like they don't agree to me refusing to be controlled by people who don't have my best interest at heart, and just want to destroy, and they want to ostracize and put me down and shame me and destroy me. And fake Damnesia is also, and a lot of the other stalkers also, hoping I would commit suicide. But fake Damnesia and some of the other stalkers, they have murder plans for me. Plans to take me out. And then I didn't find out till this year, a narcissistic control freak fake T.I. perp that sold out and was playing both sides. I heard that she committed suicide last year. Well, she started off being supportive, but we ended up on bad terms, like back in 2022. And that was the last time I had it. No, it was 2021. The last time I had any dealings with her. And I used to be on the phone with her, or she would be out on the phone with me we would be talking on the phone at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, it was 2021 when I lost her when I lost her as a so-called TI friend, And she used to be threatening suicide every day. But, I didn't even think that she would do it for real. And when she was atheist, she didn't believe in God. Because, even though the gang stalking goal is to try to get the target to do that to themselves, most of the time, they do us like how they do celebrities. Take you out and then lie and make it like it was an accident or like you did it to yourself or, or an illness or whatever when they did this to you. So I'm trying my best to fight to stay strong and not give up. And it's so hard, especially when I'm going through. Who the hell has 2 court dates in the same week for 2 separate instances of stuff that you did not do? And the perpetrator bragging and admitting that he lied on you. And still nobody want to listen while they kick back and laugh. And the stalkers themselves, they're causing me to not be able to think straight, not be able to think straight, not be able to perform at my best. But I still try I try to make effort. So, I don't write my ebooks for you stalkers. I don't write my short stories. I don't write any of my stuff for y'all. You're not welcome to read or watch anything about me. Stay the fuck away. What makes you think you're entitled to stalk and harass and troll and ruin someone's life? I don't fucking know y'all. Y'all are sick. Starbricker's in a cult herself. She's part of the fake Mormon cult. So why would she pretend that she's fake interested on me writing my short stories about cults and try to talk about, all we know is all we know is people's names. We don't know any background. We don't know any history. We don't know this. We don't know that. I have given some samples of background of this and that with the short stories. But I'm planning to go more into the history and background and more in depth with everything with the novels. That's what the novels are for. And then because they hate you and have a problem with you and are jealous, they're gonna, no matter how perfect or immaculate my novel would be, no matter how polished it is, you're gonna find something to say because you have a candy problem, not a problem with my writing. That's what that is. And I thought she left me alone, but it seems like this bitch is gonna die never leaving me alone. And they try to manipulate for me to feel discouraged. And the stalkers, I see what y'all are trying to do. You're trying to pit me and Mickey and Michelle against each other. You try to pit me and Miss Maxine against each other. You try to pit me and Camilla against each other. You try to pit me. You already succeeded at turning T-Talks with Teresa against me. I think they succeeded at turning Chad and Barney against me and a lot of other people as well. Well, I don't know yet with Chad and Barney, but but Chad and Barney left the fake Mormon cult and had been heavily gang stalked and attacked. And you want to know some fake Mormon cult members, when I was walking out to come step back out of the library out to come out here, 3 fake Mormon cult members illegally came in there. Same time, entry, exit. I see the fake Jehovah's Witness cult members more than I see the fake Mormon cult members. But I had recently was Google searching about Mormons gang stalking or harassing, or fake Jehovah's Witness or other cults gang stalking and harassing. I'm not an expert at all, but I have done some research on cult. Who the hell is smoking around me? Somebody must be in their car. I have done some research about cult. I don't have expert knowledge, but I have done some research about cults and mind control and everything, And cults, mind control, MK Ultra, narcissistic abuse, gang stalking, human trafficking, witchcraft, Freemasonry, Satanism, occultism, esotericism, they all go hand in hand. They all go hand in hand. Like, I didn't realize how connected everything was. New World Order, Illuminati, yeah, all of it. They all go together. And someone who's just like attacking and stalking you because they hate you speaking the truth and feel threatened. Just stay the hell away from me. Why can't you? Are you helplessly addicted to me? What the hell is wrong with y'all? So they try to manipulate for me to feel very discouraged and act like their opinion is the final authority about my writings. But as I said, by me being hit with directed energy weapons, them altering and manipulating my writings with, what they call stupidware, from what I heard, for them to alter the spelling and make it after you typed it up, for them to somehow supernaturally alter things to make you look illiterate, and I guess that's another way to delay you putting out writings and stuff too. But they'll do stuff like tell you your writing is horrible, but then steal your ideas. And then, but then try to seek fame off of ideas that they stole from you, and then lie and say that you're the one who stole from them, from that was their original idea that you stole from, but they're the ones stealing from you. Excuse me. So but my foot went numb. So yeah, and Star Bricker copied off another perp with being self-righteous with condemning me, talking about that my stories lack character development. And then she has a big problem with trying to call me childish and say that for me to say the end at every short story, well, how it's the end of the short story before another one? What's so childish about saying the end? I've seen, other writings written that's not really children's stuff, and they say the end. You call the Bible childish for saying the end of the book of Philippians or something like that? So, yeah, so it's like, yeah, I mean, Star Bricker harassed me over she illegally obtained my phone number and was harassing me. When was this? Back in 2020 and 2021. And she does a lot of the same stuff that fake Darnell, fake Damnesia has been playing the same damn games. But imagine being a senior citizen in your 60s doing the same shit that y'all see fake Damnesia doing. They do a lot of the same hurtful tactics, and they're the ones that's childish. When I had a word with Star Bricker and try to tell her off in 2021, she yelled at me and tried to forcefully order me to stop writing. And she tried to yell at me telling me that my writing is horrible. But you still been reading everything I put out for years. If you hated my writing so much, why are you forcing yourself to watch somebody you don't like? Like, if I see someone I hate and I come across their a video of theirs, I exit quickly. Or I don't even click on it. Or I say, do not recommend posts from this channel. Or do not recommend channel. So, but it's like, well, I got a couple of death threats last week. I mean, this past week, the past few days, you know, but the stalkers must think that they're winning with the wrongful jail that they're hoping will happen next week. So if y'all don't hear from me past, if y'all don't see any posts from me past Thursday, I'll say past Wednesday night or Thursday morning, that means I got wrongfully locked up and put away. But if they let me free, then I'll come back and tell y'all. But I know that after Monday, I'm gonna still have more fake court dates. Why can't I just go into the courtroom and the judge just tell me, we understand that, you know, someone made false reports on you and you're innocent, therefore the charges are all dropped. And the fake public offender himself kept delaying and dragging the court case. Oh wow, fake perps with red vehicles, arm raised up and all that, illegally passing by, you know. So if the stalkers tell me go get a job and I'm trying to do my writing, they have a problem with that. I do my YouTube or any other social media, they got a problem with that. I get a regular real job, they got a problem with that and try to put that to a stop. Because the only job and work they want me to do is they want me with OnlyFans, and they want me to be sex trafficked. They want me to be sex trafficked and ritually sacrificed. So I'm letting y'all know, at this very moment, I'm not suicidal or trying to hurt myself. So, and the stalkers with their death threats, you know, if I'm out of court after Thursday and y'all see me do a video Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever, and then come the week after or around me and my twin sister's birthday, which is coming up in a little bit over 2 weeks, if y'all don't hear from me, if I'm not either wrongfully locked up again in jail or in a mental institution, then, you know, I don't even know if, you know, they follow through with every other threat. So I don't even know if I will be dead. And as far as the trip goes, I don't have real ID. So I don't even know if I will still be able to get to go on the trip with Abby. I apologize for any noise. They're cutting grass or whatever around here. So I'm gonna get off here. Oh, it's not really noise. I'm gonna try to not let the stalkers discourage me, you know. But as I said, with the background, I'm just like, I mean, with the short stories, I was just doing like a few little short stories just for fun, and so, I mean, and also like some, you know, entertainment. Education. You know, if you don't like someone, stop trying to tell people, stop trying to control someone you don't like, because even if I do what you say, it's not going to make you like me anymore. So stop trying. Just leave me alone. So, yeah, Starbricker, she copied off that fake Pam Smith perp. Trying to talk about that my stories lack character development. I'm not following mainstream rules, so stop trying to force me to conform. I'm not. I don't have to follow rules of people who worship the devil or cult members. And I'm not following rules or obeying cult members. You have no authority over me. You have no, I'm going to say you don't have any business even trying to access or coerce unwanted contact. What the fuck you want with me and you don't like me? My foot went numb. Oh. So, but yeah, I mean, if I would have wrote the history or the background and this and that or whatever, then it wouldn't be a short story. It wouldn't be a short story if I, you know. And then if I were to write the history and background and this and that, you'd be like, oh, that's too much information, or it's too wordy, or the story is too long. So, you know, as I said, nobody really reached out. Not one person reached out. And the stalkers will mock and make fun of that too. But you're the one illegally downloaded my freaking illegally some kind of way access my a copy of my ebooks when you know you weren't authorized to, not by me. You stalkers are not welcome to read my shit. As I said, like, you claim you are a grocery store worker, but you pretend like you look up words to pretend to sound like you're fake, like you got the education of someone with a PhD. Okay, if you can write a better novel, you do it. If you can write better short stories, you do it. But if you haven't ever published or written in any short stories or novels, you shut the fuck up and stay the hell away from me and mind your fucking business.